Hey, what's up, everyone? Daniel Kayser here, the creator and co-founder of Favslist.com. Of course, Favslist is about all of your favorite things in one place and revolutionizing the relationship between brands and consumers. Today, I want to do a quick tutorial on creating pages. Obviously, I'm creating a page for somebody named Matt. You can see it right there. But I'll tell you about this right now because making pages in our database is fundamental to everything that we do. You can see we have 42,994 pages in the database created by 437 users. Every one of these nearly 43,000 pages was created by a user because that's what our platform is all about. And once a page is created, you could track it, you could rank it, you could follow it, you could do whatever you want to do, but it needs to be in the database. We are an open source platform, so anything that you like, whether it's one of these movies up here, Star Trek, Mad Men, Up, any video game character, any athlete, whatever you want to make, you can make because it's Favslist and we're all about your favorite things. So recently, I've been watching the Colorado Avalanche. I'm a huge Avs fan and Rangers fan. Always been a Rangers fan. Newly moved to Colorado and really loving the Avalanche. Matt Duchene's been really playing well for the Avalanche, and he's somebody that I would like to track and make posts about on Favslist because he's one of my favorite hockey players right now. So I'm going to show you how to add a page, which it was extremely important to me that adding pages to the database, again, fundamental to the process of Favslist, was something that was efficient and effective right away. So I'm going to show you how quickly you could do this here. There's a couple places. If you go to the actual Pages tab, you can see these are all the most recently created pages. You can click this to add a page, and Favslist says, got a favorite band, movie, video game, anything. Go ahead and type it below, and you could look for it. Or if you're just on the home page and you want to type something in up here, you can do that as well. I'm going to type in Matt Duchene. We have several Matts, as you can see, but we don't have Matt Duchene, so I'm going to type that in, Matt Duchene, and you can see that he's not here selected. Means he's not in a no exact match found. Do I want to create this page? Yes. So I'm going to click that. We have a quick link over here for actors, movies, TV shows, athletes, things that are really popular on Favslist. But if you really were creating something even obscure, like, I don't know, like a brand of coffee, or if you're creating your favorite place, I don't know, a restaurant or something like that, you can do that over here. Obviously, Matt Duchene is an athlete, so I'm going to just select athlete, and then the database actually compiles right there. You just see we got information about Matt Duchene from the internet. We found it on Wikipedia, and I could just confirm this page right now, and boom, Matt Duchene is now in our database, and it knows who he is. If somebody typed in Matt Duchene, here's a description of him, and you could see that I could add him to my faves. I could be the first one to rank it. I could recommend or track it. All I had to do was type in his name and select him as an athlete and put him in that category, and it's done. I am approving this page as a moderator, so that page is now in our database, and if I wanted to do any of those things, I could. But obviously, Matt Duchene is more than just a name. So if I wanted to, you could do this throughout the creation process or come back and do it later. I'd come over here and edit the page, and I could add some information about Matt. If he has an official website, he has a photo. Let's find a quick photo of Matt Duchene. I already had him pulled up on Google, and I'm going to get a quick photo of him here. Obviously, if he's one of my favorite players, I want to make sure I get a good photo of him. And there's lots to pick from here. He's a photogenic guy, like the hair. There you go. Rocking the DK hairstyle. I think I'm probably rocking the Matt Duchene hairstyle more than he's rocking my hairstyle. But anyway, here's a good picture of Matt. So I'm just going to, save this to my desktop. So it's something that I could just add to our database on Favslist. We'll go back over here. Here's where you would select that file. And there you go. There's Matt. And let's see what else that we have about him. Individual person. Yes, he is a male. You can see we break these down by categories: individual, person, real people. You could put his birthday in there. The more information you put in, the more selectable the thing you're creating becomes in different categories. For instance, if I put his birthday in here, he was born, let's double check. I believe he was born, January 16th, 1991. He's got a birthday coming up. So we could put in January 16th, 1991. Where is he from exactly? He's Canadian. Okay, good. for a hockey player. So there you go. So now by adding that, if we put up a list of your favorite Canadian hockey players, he becomes selectable because I put that bit of information in there. If we didn't have that bit of information in there, he wouldn't be selectable. So it's important that fans of things go through and make that as fleshed out as they want, because they'll become more selectable in different categories. He's an athlete. Is he active or retired? I select this athlete tab to start working on this. He's active. What sport is he in? He is in the sport of hockey, the best sport. And you can see as you select sports here, a drop down will be appropriate to what you're having. So now we have the positions for hockey there. If I selected football player, you would have seen football positions. I believe he's centerman, right? Yeah, so he's a centerman, number 9 for the Avs. So there you go. And let's put the fact that he puts, that he plays for the Avalanche in here. I just have to type Av. It knows to look for hockey teams because I am in the category of hockey. So he is from present, and I believe he was drafted just a couple years ago by the Colorado Avalanche. So in 2009. So he's been with the Avs since 2009. So there you go. We're going to update this page, and I took a little more time than necessary to actually walk you through all of that stuff. But we're going to check the modifications here. You can see all those updates are approved, and then boom, Matt Duchene is now in the database with all those fancy updates. And if I wanted to add him or track him or do anything, you can see I could track him over here now. If I type in Matt Duchene, it's going to bring him up, and I can hit track. Now, anytime people add updates or I add updates about Matt Duchene, it'll jump right to the top of my Faves feed, and there you go. So that's how you create pages in the database. Pages obviously are necessary to become rankable. You can see games right here, music that is currently being ranked and rated, things in the category of film and TV. And then, of course, here's our different, highlights of this past week. So that is how you create a page in Favslist. I hope you get busy doing that if that's your sort of thing. Some people are reactive. Other people are proactive. If you don't want to create something, that's fine too. You could just look through the nearly 43,000 pages that we have to start ranking things and also just tracking them with your Fave feed or whatnot. But hopefully you find that process as simple as we've busted our butts to make it be. So anyway, there you go. That's going to do it for this tutorial, and we'll see you online at faveless.com. Take it easy.